Do you guys want to get cute on a budget? Well, today's video is all about how you can get this look for under $15. Yes, it's true. This look is under $15. Every product I use today in this video, under $15. So guys, I don't want you to miss out on any of my beauty tips and tricks, so make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you can be notified when I post a video every Saturday. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what products to get at the drugstore and exactly how I got this peachy look. To start off, we're going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Now this is one of my favorite primers because it is pore filling and it also is hydrating. So this one is actually $8. You can find this one at the drugstore. And what I like to do with this product is basically put it on my fingertips and rub it together because it is more like of a creamy type of primer. So I like to just rub it in my fingertips and just rub and pat it into my face. Now the cool thing about this primer is that it also does come in two different finishes. So it has an illuminating if you want more of a glowy look, and then it also has a mattifying for people with oily skin if you want a shine-free complexion. So moving over, we are going to be using my favorite foundation. Are you guys ready? I don't know if you guys are ready. So my favorite foundation from the drugstore right now is L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. Now this foundation is in the shade 440. I believe it's around $15. Like I said before, you can find it at the drugstore. This one is definitely true to shade. So it really matches my skin perfectly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Morphe beauty sponge. I'm gonna pick up some product that I put on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start blending it into my face. We're going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. This one is in the shade Cashmere. Now this one is $13. It's really good. It has a large applicator brush and it definitely lasts a long time. Another one of my favorites is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. Now this one I believe is $6. It does also have a large applicator as well, and this one is in the shade Light Sand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the e.l.f. concealer, and I'm just going to put it right down here. And I'm not going to put too much. I'm not going to drag it into a whole triangle because I do want this to be like an everyday look, and we don't need that much concealer. And I'm going to be using the L'Oreal just for the ends because it is a little bit darker. So I want to have most of my concentration just on the beginning here, and also just because when I do have dark circles, they're usually more intensified on the inner portion there. So now I'm going to go ahead and just pick up my Morphe sponge and I'm going to blend that out. And I'm just going to drag the concealer in all the places that I need it. So if you do want to go down into the nose, that's fine. And that just blends out so smoothly, so nicely. And like I said, this is definitely a long wearing concealer, so it is going to last all day. So now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to pick up the Infallible Full Wear once again. And I'm just gonna dot some on my forehead, my upper lip, my chin area, and the bridge of my nose. Going back in with my Morphe sponge. So guys, this just blended out so smoothly, so seamlessly. It's half of the price of a prestige brand concealer. This one is more than half off of a prestige concealer. I mean, for your money, definitely these two. Moving over, we have no other than the ColourPop cosmetics. So the great thing about ColourPop is that they do have a lot of affordable products, and they're super good in quality, like amazing quality. So we're gonna use one of their blushes today. I'm just gonna swatch these on the back of my hand so you guys can just see how creamy these are. They're creamy because they want to look more sheer on the skin. Now you guys can just see the shades right here. Now these shades are just super pretty. I think the one we're gonna go for today is this one. This one's a more corally color, and this one is the shade Hooked. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take Hooked and just place it on the apples of our cheeks. And now that we look crazy and we have two little circles on our face, we're going to take the Morphe sponge again and just blend. It out. Now you can build on this blush, so basically it could be super sheer, it could be just like this, or you can, you know, keep on putting on more product. There are two ways of applying this blush, so you can actually go directly to the face and just pat it in with the beauty blender, or like the way I swatched it on the back of my hand, we can warm up the product a little bit so it gets a little bit more creamier and easier to move. And what we'll do is, with the product that we have on the back of our hand, we're just gonna go ahead and pick it up with the sponge and start dabbing it onto the cheek as well. Now these blush sticks are $8. You can find them at Ulta. I definitely recommend that you get some because they're really nice. Now I do want to add just a little bit more blush, so I'm going to be using one of my favorite blushes, super affordable. If $8 was just too much for you, $4 will do. Now this one is the Maybelline Fit Me blush. Today we're going to be using this one. This one is in the color Coral. And you can just tell we're going to be using this one because we're going for a more pinky look today. And this one is just so pretty. So we're going to go ahead and pick up a Real Techniques blush brush. This one is in the number 400. And I'm just going to dab in this product a little bit. Tap off any excess. And just place that on the apples of my cheeks. And this just intensifies the color just a little bit more. Not too much, but definitely gets that blush going. So I know you guys heard a lot of great things about this right here. This one is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This one's just so amazing. This one's in the color Sunkissed. You can find this at a drugstore for $15. The great thing about this bronzer is that it smells so yummy, 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 yummy. Okay, so yes, like literally, if I was blindfolded, I could smell this bronzer and know exactly what brand it is and what it is, because the smell is just so good. I know it's weird, but it smells amazing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up a bronzer brush or a powder brush. This one's by Real Techniques as well. This one's in the number 201, And I'm going to dab this bronzer just where the sun naturally tans my skin. So that's going to be on my forehead, my cheeks, and the bridge of my nose, my chin, just a little bit on my chin because I don't really like a lot of bronzer there. So we'll go ahead and and I like to pat it on the skin just because it gives it more precision, and I like that. The great thing about this bronzer is that it definitely blends out super evenly. I mean, you don't have to work too hard to blend it out. It just does it on its own, does all the work. And you can just see how much that bronzer really warmed up the face, how easy it was to apply. This one is definitely a great one. So we're not gonna put this away just yet. We're gonna use this on the crease of our eyelids just to give it a more monotone look and just to make everything blend really nice. So I'm gonna be picking up my Morphe brush. This one is the Morphe M504 brush, and I'm just gonna be using this, like I said, to just put the butter bronzer in my crease. So picking up my bigger blending brush, I'm just going to dab into this pan. Ooh. And I'm just going to place it right here in the beginning, more towards my eyebrow bone, and then I'm just gonna work it into the crease. And then what I'm also gonna do is that I'm working it into the crease, and I'm gonna bring it right back out. I'm gonna snatch my eye. And that just like brings back the face, like it just pulls everything back. Everything looks really good, very nice. And we want that. We want to be snatchable, you know what I mean? We just want to snatch the eyes. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side, starting out on the front of the brow bone, working into the crease. And snatching it back. Alrighty, so now that we went ahead and put that bronzer on the crease, we're gonna move over to eyeshadow. We're gonna be using the Wet n Wild Not a Basic Peach palette. So the great thing about this palette is that it's super affordable. It has 10 eyeshadow pans, and it just has like the prettiest tropical colors. Like, I love this blue shade right here. I really like the yellow shade here. I mean, it tells you exactly this is a transition shade, this is a transition shade. And then on the back, it also has like a little step-by-step guide to help you create an eyeshadow look. So I think that's amazing for beginners. I mean, it's definitely an affordable palette, so we're definitely going to be using this today. And they actually have a lot more of these as well. So we're just going to go ahead and pick up the transition shade here. I'm using my Morphe M433 brush, and I'm just tapping off any excess. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use this brush and just intensify the outer corner of the eye. And I'm just gonna start working this into the crease. We're doing great. Picking up that transition shade once again. So it'd be a shame not to use this palette. This is the NYX Ultimate Brights palette. It just has like the prettiest shades. It has really, really fun colors. It has yellows, it has the blues, it has the reds, the purples, orange. I mean, it definitely has a large shade range. Yeah, so definitely be a shame not to use it. The price on this one varies. So I've seen this one as low as $10 on Amazon, but I have seen it at the drugstore for about $16. So forgive me because this one's just a little bit over the $15 mark. But like I said, if you look on Amazon, you have Prime. I definitely seen this one on there for $10. So moving over, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the same Morphe M433 brush, and we're going to just go into this peachy shade. And we are going to start working that in the crease. We're just going to start dabbing that shade in, just giving it a nice pinky look. And you can just see how nice that blended out, how peachy the shade is looking, just how overall good it looks. So with that being said, we're just going to go ahead and pick up that peachy shade one more time and apply it the same way onto the other eye. And you can definitely build up that peachy shade as much as you would like. I mean, this is good for me. I do like, you know, some color on the eyes. I don't need too much of the pinky shade. I just want it just like a light peachy, smoky. So now that we have this beautiful, beautiful smoky eye, we're gonna go ahead and work on the eyebrows. For the brow products, we're going to be using some Maybelline. So we're going to be using the Maybelline Tattoo Studio in medium brown. And we're also going to be using the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer Pencil. I'm holding it by the little spoolie right here. Look how cute that is. And then we have just a larger pencil. This is really good if you have really thick eyebrows or if you want a bushy brow, you just want to get in there. I think the spoolie is just so adorable. I mean, it works. So I really like it. I think it's very, very nice spoolie. First, picking up the pomade, we're going to be picking that up and Morphe M165 brush. This is just an angled brush. I'm going to be picking up some of the pomade, and what I like to do, even with my Anastasia pomade, is I like to use the cap and I like to just rub off any excess product up here. Because I don't want it to be super pigmented, because I don't want super sharp lines. I just need enough. So as you can see, I just rubbed some of that off on the top of the corner there. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just make some hair-like strokes going upwards on the brows. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the spoolie and just brush those up. So now that we created some hair-like strokes, we're just going to go ahead and underline the bottom of the brow. Now, anywhere that I can see that there's empty spaces, I'm just going to pick up my pencil and I'm gonna fill in. Now we're just gonna pick up the pomade and just do the top here and just outline it. So these products work just amazing. They're awesome. Definitely quality brow products. I mean, this one is $13, and then this one it's about $8. So, I mean, for the price, definitely worth it. So for the lips today, we're going to be using the ColourPop Lippy Pencil. This one's in the shade BFF. It's just a nice mauve pink color. I think this one's actually going to pair up really nice with the lipstick we're going to be using, which is Nude Lust by Maybelline. And this one's just like a super glossy sheer type of lipstick, and it's just going to make the best combo. Wait till you see it. I regret not using the Lippy Pencil sooner. This one is $6. You can find it at Ulta. Now taking the Maybelline lipstick, I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on top. Definitely for $6, this lipstick is very nice on the lips. It's very smooth. It's kind of glossy, so I mean, it has a really nice texture. It doesn't dry out your lips, so that's amazing. I hate when my lips get dried from lipstick. But definitely a quality product again. So today we're going to be using the L'Oreal Original Voluminous Mascara, and this one's in the shade Black is Black. And then we're also going to be using the L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Mascara, and this one's also in the shade Black is Black. So when you put a voluminous and a lengthening mascara, you get perfection. You get it out. We're going to be using the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Original Mascara first. Put some on the bottom lash line as well. So now that we went ahead and put on our first coat, and you can just see how nice and how much of a difference that made, I'm going to pick up my telescopic mascara and I'm just going to go to work. Guys, and you can just see how much of a difference that really made on this whole look. So you can see, like, it just brought everything together. It's super nice, super natural. Well, not really super natural because we have pink eyeshadow on, but I mean as in the sense of not overdoing it. So like we don't have like a false lash line. I mean, we're using our natural eyelashes, making them look beautiful and making them look long and gorgeous. So that's always a plus. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do the other eye. Alrighty, so to wrap up this look, we're going to be using the Wet n Wild Precious Petals Mega Glow Highlighter. And I'm just going to be picking up my Morphe M330 brush again, tapping off any excess. And I'm just going to go ahead and highlight my cheekbones. Ooh. That is looking good. Guys, it's so important that you do not get a highlighter that leaves texture. And this one is $6 and it doesn't leave a texture. It blends out super nice and you can just see how radiant that glow is. Like, that glow is beyond beautiful. Look at that. Cute. $6 highlight, you can't beat it. So when you're putting on a highlight, you basically just want to highlight the areas of your face that capture the most light. So when I turn here, obviously this automatically lights up because the light is capturing it. And then also above the brow bone here is usually where I naturally grab light as well. So I will highlight up there just a little bit. So now to seal in this look, we're just gonna go ahead and use the Wet n Wild Photos Focus Matte Finish. This one is $6. It's an amazing setting spray. It's definitely gonna control your oils throughout the day. And it just blends everything together as one. So guys, that wraps up today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. These are just some of my drugstore favorites. I really want to know yours, so let me know down below what products you guys are actually buying from the drugstore and what works for you, because I would love to try them and test them out on my channel. Well, I hope this video was able to help you guys know exactly what products are worth your money at the drugstore and what products are super affordable and work amazing. If you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to ring the bell, and also share this video with your friends and your family. There's a share button down below, so go ahead, click that, and send that bad boy out.